Lagos State government distributes checks to beneficiaries of Sanwo-Olu Listen's financial assistance program. Federal Civil Service Commission begins national recruitment. On the foreign scene, Hamas rejects United States plan for Palestinians' relocation to Egypt, Jordan. And in sports, Nigeria to battle Tunisia, Uganda, Tanzania in Group C of 2025 AFCON. And now the details. I am Mike James. Lagos State government has distributed 3,300 checks to another set of beneficiaries of the Sanwo-Olu Listen financial assistance program in line with its commitment to continuously improve the lives of its residents. Speaking at the event, which was recently held at the Secretariat, Alausa, Special Advisor to the Governor on Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement, Afolabi Tajuddin, said the laudable gesture by the Governor is a testament to the fact that the government is still fully committed to its goal of putting smiles on the faces of Lagosians while ensuring an all-inclusive governance where no one is left behind. Reiterating the dedication of the Lagos State government to alleviating the financial challenges of the residents of the state, Afolabi said the presentation is just the tip of the iceberg, as more checks will be presented in the coming month. Clarifying the process for accessing financial assistance, Tajuddin explained that applicants must submit a letter of request clearly stating their minds and needs and specifying the amount of financial support required. The Lagos State government, through its examinations board, has kick-started the e-registration and payment for the year 2025 Basic Education and Certificate Examination, BECE. The e-registration and payment are in line with the Lagos State government policy to ensure a seamless and hitch-free registration process, which does not require school owners' physical presence at the examinations board. Speaking on the process, the director, Olusholu Adebayo, said schools are to use the newly issued code to facilitate the registration process, and public junior secondary schools will be expected to download their offline data capturing application via bec.examsboard.lagosstate.gov.ng. He said approved private junior secondary schools, schools with special permission, and continuing education centers, CEC, should visit the Lagos State Examination Board portal via pay.examsboard.com.ng for payment registration to generate a username and password. Olusholu confirmed that approved private junior secondary schools and approved public continuing education centers are to pay the sum of 6,000 naira only, while junior secondary schools with special permission, CEC, will pay 9,500 naira only for the registration. He said schools with special candidates with visual challenges, albinos, should inform the Lagos State Examination Board in writing to facilitate adequate preparations for such candidates before commencement of the examination. The exercise is scheduled to end on Friday, April 26, 2025. Lagos State Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Jamiu Ali Balogun, has implored staff and teachers of government technical colleges to empower and delegate responsibilities to subordinates for proper collaboration in discharging their responsibilities. Ali Balogun gave the advice in his keynote address delivered at the opening ceremony of the annual management retreat organized by the Lagos State Technical and Vocational Education Board last Feb, with the theme Technical and Vocational Training, Key to Sustainable Development, held in Lekki, Lagos. He maintained that officers must be ready to align and focus on discharging their duties, stressing that the retreat is an opportunity to review past activities and clarify new goals and objectives to prioritize actions. The Commissioner further enjoined the participants to replicate what operates internationally in Lagos towards improving technical and vocational training. He advised the participants to brainstorm and chart a roadmap through which a new narrative could be achieved for the brighter future of technical and vocational training in the state. Ali Balogun reiterated that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has promised to continue to support technical and vocational education because he was impressed by the turnout of graduates during the 2024 graduation. And now to the rest of the stories. The Federal Civil Service Commission, FCSC, has opened its portal and is receiving applications for recruitment into various vacancies in the Federal Civil Service. Head of Press and Public Relations of the Commission, Taiwo Hassan, said the vacancy announcement has been published on the Commission's website, fedcivilservice.gov.ng, and in selected newspapers. The announcement, published on the Commission's official website, calls on interested applicants to submit their application online via the portal recruitment.fedcivilservice.gov.ng, and candidates are allowed to apply for only one position and must submit their applications before the deadline of Monday, March 10, 2025. Senate President Godswill Akpabio says he is against National Assembly management workers who seek service extension after retirement to enable them remain in office. He said such a practice breaches public service rules. Akpabio said this when he hosted the outgoing chairman and members of the National Assembly Service Commission in his office in Abuja. The Senate President directed the National Assembly Service Commission, NASC, to urgently get rid of such management workers from service without delay. And in some foreign news, Hamas has rejected a proposal by United States President Donald Trump to relocate Palestinians from the Gaza Strip to Egypt and Jordan, describing the plan as an attempt to undermine the Palestinian cause and displace its people. Hamas condemned the proposal as an aggressive scheme that disregards the historical and national rights of Palestinians, saying its people will not accept any plan that seeks to uproot or displace them. Hamas also called on the U.S. administration to end its support for Israeli policies, which the group claims violates Palestinian rights. The group further urged Arab and Islamic nations, particularly Egypt and Jordan, to oppose the relocation proposal. It appealed for their assistance in rebuilding Gaza and supporting Palestinians' rights to remain on their land. Over to sports news. Three-time African champions Nigeria got a tricky draw for the group stages of the 2025 African tournament in Morocco, lining up in Group C with Tunisia as well as two of the co-hosts of the 2027 edition, Uganda and Tanzania. The draw was held in the North African country for the tournament, which will be played from December 21 to January 18, 2026. Nigeria is the most successful team in the group, having won the tournament 3 times and going for the 21st appearance in Morocco. Uganda will be competing in the 8th tournament, while Tanzania has only featured 3 times. Tunisia, the most familiar of the opponent who dumped Nigeria out in the round of 16 of the 2021 tournament in Cameroon, has won the tournament once. On home soil in 2024, in the 21st appearances at the Continental Showpiece, CAF and the Moroccan Football Federation have announced 6 cities and 9 stadia that will host matches in the competition. That was our news at 12, but just before we go, remember to always wear your seatbelt when driving. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961, and you can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration recruited 1,000 public secondary school teachers? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State government has distributed 300 checks to another set of beneficiaries of the Sanwo-Olu Listens Financial Assistance Program in line with its commitment to continuously improve the lives of its residents. Federal Civil Service Commission FCSC has opened its portal and is receiving applications for recruitment into various vacancies in the Federal Civil Service. We also told you that Hamas has rejected a proposal by United States President Donald Trump to relocate Palestinians from the Gaza Strip to Egypt and Jordan, describing the plan as an attempt to undermine the Palestinian cause and displace its people. And in sports, three-time African champions Nigeria got a tricky draw for the group stages of the 2025 AFCON tournament in Morocco, lining up in Group C with Tunisia, as well as two of the co-hosts of the 2027 edition, Uganda and Tanzania. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adeswa Ejoyoka. Thank you for listening, Lagos. My name is Mike James. Good afternoon to you.